Hey, it's Ruben from Ben Spark Family Adventures, and I'm here with my friend Becky from Week99er, and we are talking about the Marvel movies and TV shows that were announced
at Phase 4.
Yeah, for Phase 4. We did part 1 over on Becky's channel, and
This is part 2.
This is part 2. This is part 2. We're here.
So it's the last 5 titles that are it's the last 5 being released in 2021.
20 and 2021. This does not go in order as far as.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't.
Because there's 1 year has 3 of them, and then the next year has 7.
Yeah,
titles.
so we're not actually going in the entire order. We're just going in the order that they sent it to us in the recap of what happened in Hall H.
And we're sharing what we know, what we don't know, which there's some on my video. There's quite a bit we don't know.
Yeah. Well, the one we started off with here is actually really good because the two of us actually met on a press junket for the original Doctor Strange. So we went to the Doctor Strange press junket and we got to interview Scott Derrickson, the director, who is actually a horror movie director. He's done some horror movies, and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be the first horror movie in the MCU.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah.
But I will say, I didn't know Derrickson was a horror director. I guess I didn't look that much into it when we were interviewing him. But you mentioned that hand part when they're
right. He used some influences.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
And I understand, granted, a lot of it was I just kind of associated with because it was the comics from the '60s and the psychedelic and all of that. So I just figured it was an acid trip. Which...
Yeah, and it might be, it's like, I wouldn't say full on like slasher film sort of thing. I think it'd be more of creepy horror, suspense. That is probably what we're going to see. Because the character that I suspect, it doesn't actually say...
It doesn't say who the baddie is?
It doesn't say who the baddie is, but I suspect it's probably going to be Nightmare. Okay, so Nightmare is a character that can make you think you're having a nightmare sort of thing. And it's almost, if you've seen Spider-Man,
which one?
I'm sorry, Far From Home.
That one we haven't
seen.
No, we were going to a couple weeks ago. That was too hot.
Well, there's a point in it where Mysterio he can make illusions.
Yeah.
Well, Nightmare can do the same sort of thing, manifest illusions that are that actually illusions. They can actually harm you.
Okay.
So he can do a lot more.
He can mind control it.
Yeah, he can do some scary stuff. So it's going to be more scary, and Doctor Strange is going to be joined by Elizabeth Olsen, who is Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch.
I was going to say, most people know her as Wanda or Scarlet.
Yes, Wanda or Scarlet.
The Maximoff,
Yeah.
Not everybody knows her last name. I didn't until I read it.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I'm not a comic nerd.
Well, Wanda and Quicksilver.
Yeah.
They're daughter of Magneto.
I know that.
Yeah, in the comics.
Although Quicksilver dies.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, he's coming back.
Is he?
I think so.
Did you read that somewhere?
I thought I read that somewhere.
It could very well happen in this one if it's the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
That could happen where you could
that would torture you if your dead sibling came back.
Yeah.
Let's be. Yeah. I mean, really, that would be
that'd be rough. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think I read it somewhere.
That is probably where you're going to see that. So.
This one I have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next one is Marvel Studios' What If. Now, this is this is the first MCU animated series that is going to be on Disney+.
And it's the animated series. I'm glad you specified that, because when I read the first animated, and I was like, no, Spider-Man, there was this animated Spider-Man.
Well, no, Disney
the
Channel.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Well, no, that was that wasn't an MCU one.
It should be.
But it wasn't.
It should be. It's still the same character, and I understand Spider-Man is Marvel, is Sony.
But now all the ink is dry, so it's all good. So, we're gonna get some other things coming. So.
Oh, I'm curious what that'll do to the Universal parks that have the blend over. But whatever.
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 But
Totally
what if is all right, so let's say what if a certain character has the powers of another character. So let's say that, they made a character like that. Every time I think of one, they've done that.
The Spider-Man, Iron Man, Iron Spider, whatever it was.
Right, or if Captain America was actually Tony Stark. What if Tony Stark was actually Captain America?
So, Is this something
like
from the comics, or is this something that they're taking directly from every fan has had that conversation? Like, you know, in Big Bang Theory, where they have those conversations.
Exactly.
What if so-and-so had this power?
Yeah. No, there was a What If series. There's
so it is.
a What If series.
Okay.
So yeah, there's different things like that.
Okay.
You know, like, or what if Captain America was evil? Or just actually they did a storyline of that. So every time I keep coming up with one, they've done one of these.
So they're all going to be there.
Yeah, there'll be some.
And animated.
And animated. Yeah.
Which also gives them the flexibility to take the characters like Iron Man and Captain America and all of the originals that have kind of aged out of their contracts and they said, we've done it for 10 years, we're done, and find a voice actor that's close enough that can fill that role.
Well, they can also pull in the actual actor.
Well, they could do that as well.
Yeah.
But if, you know, Robert Downey Jr. says, I'm done, and he's done. You know, he's done it for 10 years, he might just be up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We never know.
You don't know.
Never know.
All right.
The next one is Hawkeye. Okay, and Jeremy Renner is actually going to be
movie or show.
This is a show on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's in the fall of 2021.
Okay.
It is going to take. Let's see.
Is this after Infinity War?
It's after
his Ronin period?
It's after his Ronin period. He's probably going to be training Kate Bishop, who is also a Hawkeye.
Okay.
So Kate Bishop is a character from the comics who's also a Hawkeye character, and so he's Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye is probably going to be training Kate Bishop.
Okay.
There's several titles that are out now. Like in the comics, Hawkeye actually kills the Hulk. Bruce Banner actually kills him.
Okay.
And he goes on the run. He goes on trial. I think he's acquitted because actually Bruce told him to do it.
Which I was going to say, it's sad that the Hulk or that Banner's dead, but at the same time, well, of course he does.
He comes back
because he can't die.
Yeah.
But he's been wanting to for so long, which is a horrible statement.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Oh yeah.
But
it's terrible.
But okay.
But yeah.
And now this one I'm hesitant on. But
go
ahead.
I'm super excited about this.
I'll
this
explain
next
why
one,
I'm hesitant.
Thor: Love and Thunder. So it's going to be Thor 4, and it is going to have Natalie Portman in the role of Jane Foster, who is going to be the Mighty Thor. Now, the Mighty Thor comic book is where Jane Foster actually takes up the mantle of Thor. She changes, first of all, in the comics, Jane Foster has cancer, and she's going through cancer treatment, and when she transforms into Thor, she transforms into it's almost like
an Amazonian type.
Yeah, it's almost like turning from Adora to She-Ra. You know, she turns taller and blonde and
but Adora she doesn't get super bulk.
She doesn't get super bulk, but she gets certainly taller.
Well, yeah,
and
she's also animated, so it's a lot easier.
Her hair gets crazy big.
So it's also kind of like Supergirl, where she just boom and her hair and makeup's done.
Yeah.
Which drives me nuts. I would love.
She's super fast.
I would love that power. Just boom, I'm ready to go. But okay, so my issue with this one, and it's not that there's a woman Thor. I know there's a ton of people that have an issue with that. Yeah. But like I said when we were having lunch, there was a frog Thor.
Right.
So there's.
Yeah, there's
whatever, the equal opportunity Thorin here. But the issue I have is Portman in the role. One, she didn't seem very committed to the role in the past, and now she's going to be the lead. So, granted, we have the same director that did Ragnarok.
Right, Taika Waititi.
So we should have, something really good to work with.
He is such a phenomenal director, and just he's so good at
it should be visually great.
Right. Yeah.
But my other concern is, are they going to do pre-Captain America she is so itty bitty, and they're going to have to bulk her up. So my concern is her commitment to the role, because before she was.
Well, she took 2 years to get into it.
Well, I know, but she kind of phoned it in, and it was, felt like she did it because she was contractually obligated. So, but now she's the lead. So there's, it's going to be different, and I'm not against her. I like her as an actress. I just don't know that she can do this.
Well, we'll see.
So we'll see. We don't have an option.
Right, exactly.
So, nobody's going to really watch our video and say, oh, halt. let's not do it anymore. So, now this one I'm excited about.
All right, so why don't you talk about it then?
So Black Widow, we're going to go back. We know she's dead.
Right.
So this is obviously not after Infinity War.
No.
This is the prequel. This is her story, how she became the Black Widow.
Right.
So I'm guessing it's not going to be the same type scenario as. Did you see Red Sparrow?
I did not.
So I'm guessing it's not going to be that same because Jennifer Lawrence was in that one. It's going to take you through the camps and everything that she did to become the Black Widow,
right.
And her history and all of that, all the red in her ledger that it's only alluded to.
Right.
So, she's going to kick butt, which is really cool. And is it Johansson in this one?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't say in here. It doesn't say in here, but I've read it that the baddie is going to be Taskmaster.
Okay.
And if you're not familiar with Taskmaster, Taskmaster is a character who he has it's like photogenic muscle memory, so he can see somebody perform an action and then he can do it exactly as that person right afterwards. So he can, in a fight, he should be, impossible to beat or very difficult to beat because he can see something done and then know how to do it and know how to counter it.
Yeah.
So Taskmaster is one of those characters. He shows up a lot in the comic books. He's going to be an interesting character. I've been looking forward to that character actually becoming part of the MCU at some point. Other people who are going to be in this, we do know that from Stranger Things, we've got David Harbour, who is going to be character Red Guardian.
Wait, is Red Guardian actually red?
No.
Because he just played Hellboy. So I'm just making.
No. Red Guardian because it's Russian.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Well, I'm just making sure he wasn't going to do
I don't believe he's
red
gonna
comic book characters in a row. I mean, that Hellboy, it was okay. It's a popcorn movie, but it is bloody.
Well, then Rachel Weisz is going to be Melina.
Interesting.
Which is I believe, she's another person in the red room.
Okay.
So there's that. I don't know a whole heck of a lot more about it, but Black Widow should be interesting. It's coming out. It didn't say.
And this one is a movie?
Yeah, this will be a movie. Yep.
That one I want to see in theaters.
Now, the last thing that Kevin Feige said right at the end of the Hall H was that they're doing Blade. So Blade is now going to be part of the MCU.
Which technically it should have been.
Yeah.
It was the first superhero movie that started the chain.
But it wasn't done by Marvel.
I know. Well, yes, but the character is still Marvel.
But there are several characters that are on Marvel titles, but that are not Marvel.
I know, like Spider-Man.
For that. Yeah. So it just became part of the MCU a couple years ago.
I know. But I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, and when Black Panther came out, people were saying, "Oh, the first African American superhero."
Right, and it's not.
And I'm like, no, that was Blade. I mean, it was bloody and gross and entertaining. And I wouldn't say I love the Blade movies, but I don't mind them when we watch them at home. The third one, the second one's okay, but
I like the first one. I thought it was cool. I think that's pretty.
So,
the only one I saw.
This one is okay. Wait, Doctor Strange is the first horror movie.
Right.
This technically could go into that horror movie as well.
It could.
Because, I mean, it's vampires and kicking butt and all that.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be.
Right, because the first Blade wasn't a horror movie. Not really.
No.
Yeah.
It's not really, I mean, it is superhero-ish.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's like this anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's kind of
But at the same time, vampires, bloody, gore, and all that, like the dance club with the blood coming down.
There's that. And the actor who's going to be Blade is now. Please bear with me. I'm so bad at this. Mahershala
Ali.
Mahershala Ali. Well, Ali, I can get.
I can say. So that's why I'm not trying the first name. I probably wouldn't.
He was in Green Book. He was also in the Luke Cage series that was on Netflix.
And he was in something else that I've seen it. I was trying to think of that. I can't remember it. But he's a really great actor, and he's got, he's not Wesley Snipes, but he's got the look that will work. That's okay.
All right.
He's got the look that would work for Blade. For what I,
envision Blade.
What I envision Blade,
Yeah.
especially from the movies. Again, not from the comic standpoint.
Sure.
I think he'd be a good fit for the role, and he was in.
he's a really good actor. So.
He was in Alita.
Oh, Battle Angel?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I never got a chance to see that.
Oh, that's so good.
Was it?
It was, and then the reason, that's what I was trying to think of, somebody on my way here was watching that on the plane.
Oh.
It's kitty corner in my eye, and I almost started it, but I was like, it's an hour and 9-minute flight. I'm not going to have time, even with taxiing, so I watched some chick flick instead. But I caught it, and I saw him, and I was like, oh yeah, that's So.
Now, that's all the things that were officially announced at Hall H, but there was also a few things that were alluded, because at the end, he's like, oh, we don't have time to get into mutants. So, because alluding to all of the X-Men.
Oh, I was going to say mutants would be the X-Men.
Yeah, because now that the merger is all complete, and Marvel owns all the rights to be able to say mutants and X-Men, that's why they did...
Dark Phoenix?
No, that's why...
which was...
Yeah, but that was Sony's last stand on that. That was Sony stuff. That wasn't Marvel.
Well, I know.
Not Marvel.
I know, but that's X-Men.
Right, that's X-Men.
I know.
Right, that was the last
but
X-Men
that
done by somebody else.
Okay.
So
is
now
that why
the
when they
X-Men,
dialed it in? Because they're just like, yeah, we're done?
Yeah, now X-Men is going to be part of the MCU. The mutants are part of the MCU.
Okay.
So they couldn't say mutants in any of the movies.
And that's probably why in Dark Phoenix they didn't say Kree and Skrull.
Right.
Because they could get in trouble for that.
Yep. Different
Which I understand, different franchise, different world.
Right. And so that's why they did they were going to do an Inhumans movie.
Yeah.
And that's why the Inhumans ended up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. instead of mutants. So to explain how they had powers. So instead of mutants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I know, it's all this really, really nerdy stuff. But also, one other thing is that there's an Easter egg for it in Far From Home that we're talking Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is going to be introduced at some point within this time, whether within any of these movies, but they are going to be introduced and part of the MCU.
So what we're going to see, especially with this merger, is we're going to see a lot of these titles basically rehashed, reboots.
Yep.
So,
but
bear with me when I say
more
this.
integrated into.
I understand Warner Brothers is DC.
Yes.
And right now Marvel's got whatever magic they need to make these.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's been some that haven't been my favorite, but none of them have been bad.
Right.
So we know that Marvel's going to be taking it from here.
Yeah.
We really need to see DC step up their game. Because, I mean, they keep rebooting, and how many Batmans do we need?
Yeah, we've got another one. Oh, no, we don't. He was in, and then he was out.
No, he dropped another title from what I read.
Okay.
But I'm sad because I'd rather he dropped this title.
Okay. But
he's got the chin for it, though. That's the only thing. And when you've got the mask on, all you see is the chin. So I get it, but I just don't like his acting skills.
They really do well with the television series.
They do.
Television
Those
series
are
excellent. And then their animated movies are amazing.
But when it comes to
box office,
Wonder Woman did great. Shazam didn't do as great as it should have. That movie was funny.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Shazam.
But at the same time, there had some scary things in there for kids. Like I was
going
to take my son, but I was not going to take my son.
Not to take your kids.
I went and saw it, and I was like, I can't take my kids to it. That should have been one that you could take your kids to. That should have been.
But they were following the comics.
I know, but they should have made one because it should have made Shazam is a kid who becomes a superhero.
But
why not make him?
They're trying to stick to the comics.
Yeah.
But I think that one failed more because it was the timing of when it was released.
Okay.
It came out right after Captain Marvel, right before Infinity War. It just came out at the wrong time.
Right, and it just got blasted.
And Marvel had it.
Yeah.
I mean, Marvel owns our wallets.
Pretty much. All right, anyway, we're going to wrap this up. This is part 2 of what we did. We did part 1 over on Becky's channel. There's going to be a card up there and a link down below so you can go see it. Becky, where can people find you?
I am all over the internet at Week99er, and my website is Week99er.com.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/BenSpark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time. Thanks for watching.